The first step in the valve body removal is to loosen the 7/16 headed bolt on the throttle valve arm and also on the shift lever arm. When them are loosened, you may pull off the TV arm, and before you remove the shift lever arm, shift the transmission to low gear, which would be all the way forward towards the bell housing. After that has been complete, you may remove the shift lever arm. After that, you will want to loosen the 3/4 inch jam nut on the front band adjustment and back off 2 to 3 rounds. After that has been completed, you should be ready to tip the transmission over and remove the transmission pan. After the pictures have been reviewed for the removal of the linkage E-clip, you can proceed onto the valve body bolts by removing the 10 blue-headed colored bolts from the valve body. After that has been completed, you may slowly push on the 3 or 8 wire electrical connector from the exterior of the case, helping the valve body off of the case. After valve body is removed, go back to outside of case where we previously loosened the 3/4 inch band adjustment nut, and either with a 40mm Torx or a 5/16 wrench, loosen band adjustment, which will in turn move the strut back. Move it back far enough to get wedge out of place, then go down and remove the strut. After the band struts have been removed and the lever flipped up to expose the servo cover snap ring, you can take your left hand, help with your right, gently push down, using a 90-degree pick, get under the snap ring, slowly releasing it. After the snap ring has been out, use a soft mallet or the end of a screwdriver, gently tap on cover, which will in turn release the cover. Remove the cover, add the spring that will come with your valve body, install the spring inside of the factory spring, holding the factory spring, install back into cover with 3 tangs on cover over the outside of the spring. Gently wiggle and start back in bore with the end of the screwdriver again. Gently tap to get cover started. Then with special tool, install on the dipstick hole, resting on top. Apply a little force to the tool, in turn still tapping on your screwdriver, which will put the servo cover back down on the bore. Using the original snap ring, installing back in. Make sure the snap ring is fully seated all the way around. Release the special tool, and then you are ready to reinstall your band struts and adjust the band. Before reinstalling your band struts, you'll want to replace the band apply lever with the special hardened lever that you would have purchased when you purchased your valve body. To do so, take a 1/4 inch extension from the front of the bell housing, remove the plug that exposes the pin, which looks like this. After that, you want to take a pencil magnet, pulling the pin forward, in turn releasing the lever. Next, install the lever, pushing the pin back towards the rear of the transmission, releasing your magnet. Put a small dab of Loctite back on the plug, reinstall the plug, and apply a little silicone over the plug to make sure for no external leaks. After that has been completed, you can reinstall the band strut, making sure that the notch in the strut and the notch in the band are lined up, and the notch in the wedge and the notch in the band are lined up. Then you may tighten your band adjustment from the outside with a short wrench, just snug with a short wrench, then backing it off 2 1/4 turns. Then you may hold the adjustment, putting a little silicone under the 3/4 inch lock nut, then running the lock nut down and jamming that against the case.